Hey, my Culture Skin, and today, guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and the review is to Boku no Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 9, guys! Episode 9 of Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 9. Let's get into it, and guys, majority of this episode, except for the last few minutes of the episode, pretty much 90% of the episode, was Uraraka versus Boku. Oh my god, first up, Ukura. God, man, the scenes, every time we get the scenes, the battle scene, made me emotional. The battle scene made me fucking emotional. If you guys can tell, I cry. Did you guys know, I'm a fucking crybaby. I cry a lot. Every time I see emotional scenes, I cry. I'm one of those few people who you gotta see amongst the crowd. Even though it might be only a slight emotional moment that usually just doesn't make someone cry, that will make me cry. I'm that kind of guy. And God's sake, these emotional things I've seen with Uraraka, trying to surpass her own limits, you could say, in this episode. That's what she's trying to do, because she wants to be pretty much like Deku, like Midori. She wants to be like him, so you get Shilly, and she somewhat did promise that she would try to make it to the finals, so they can fight each other there. And of course, we all know with her parents and everything, the reason why she becomes a hero, because she wants to help her family out, because they've done everything for her, because she is a fragile girl. She's been fragile for most of her life, and because of that, she wanted to become a hero so she can help her parents out and pretty much say thank you for taking care of me, and so they can go to Hawaii and learn about all this. It makes me respect. I'm really careful Uraraka more than I did first season. I liked Uraraka first season, but I didn't emotionally attach myself to her. But season 2, oh my fucking hell, mate! Fuck yes, that was good. Now, the overall fight, oh my god, like I said, what I mean by emotional, I don't mean just emotional as emotional. I'm talking about emotional as the actual fight. You can tell with emotional, because how she keeps on standing up every time Boku uses explosion ability. He uses his explosions. And first up, everybody was booing at Boku because he's not pulling any punches. He's pretty much acting like a villain. And the thing is, you know, he's acting like a villain. If a proper pro hero, someone actually fully understands what it means to be a hero, knows the reason why Boku is acting like this. Because first up, it's a natural character that naturally acts like. But second of all, he respects his opponent's determination. He respects them, surprisingly. He respects them in the mean way, but he respects them for their determination trying to win, and so he doesn't want to hold back. He doesn't want to hold back against Uraraka. If you really think about it, he does somewhat hold back, because you really think about it, someone who got, explosion ability, who has an explosion ability, if they're holding back, you can easily tell they're holding back. The reason why, because it's explosion ability, and an explosion can easily spread way further than what Boku was doing. And people say, we already know that you got so much strength you can easily beat her, and people are saying, you're just toying with her, and you just make her get out of bounds as quickly as possible, so you don't have to keep on torturing her and everything. That's what everybody was pretty much saying. But because they know that he's strong, and unfortunately nearly impossible for Uraraka to beat him. The only weakness he will end up having against her is that as she will if he gets touched by her, she will use her levitation ability to control him and move him out of the field and make him get out of bounds. That's what Uraraka was trying to do, pretty much. But to make sure she gets that opening, she keeps on taking these blows. So she keeps on taking the blows from these explosions, which of course will seriously injure her, but at the same time make her get this trap she was planning on building. Because, like I said, she has the ability to levitate anything that she touches. The thing is, she does have some limitations that will come to her, what she can touch and what she can levitate. First up, we know that the bigger the item she's trying to levitate, the harder it is for her to actually make it levitate, because the side effects is that she will get sick. She will get motion sickness. Like, she will get sick, her tummy starts feeling weird, and she gets sick. That's unfortunately a disability when it comes to using her quirk. And that means, depending on how big the item she's going to move, it's the disadvantage she's going to have there. But, she knows that her limitation, but as she became a hero, like, starting the hero course, of course, I take it she has got, at least, strengthened her immunity from getting too sick. Like, she makes sure she can get used to it better, that she doesn't get sick from it. Of course, I think she's still going to have that limitation, because really, overall, it's a limitation. It's going to always stay there. If it's part of your abilities, it's part of your abilities. It's going to stay there. That means, of course, she's still going to end up having it. But, of course, you can easily strengthen it to the point that you get used to it, or that you get to the point when you need something like, in our case, something so big, like, normally inhumanly impossible to carry big, to make her actually feel nauseous, like, feel sick. And Urioka that she has got stronger, and actually smart, because after seeing the fight between Midori and Boku from the villain versus hero training course they were on, like, she knows the first move. She knows the first moves that Boku will use when it's the right hook. But she will use his right hook to attack first. Now, obviously, she does know that, and of course, Boku actually does use his right hook first. Like, at first, I feel like by now most people know that Boku first attacks with his right hook, and I feel like maybe to put her off guard, he could have used not his right hook. He could have used his left hook, or used someone else part of his body to use his explosion first. But I don't know. But I didn't know. But he does actually use his right hook first. But the thing is, the advantage he has is that he has got more faster reaction speed, and his speed, like I said, he's faster than Uruka, unfortunately. Uruka is a bit more slower, and her reaction time is a lot more slower compared to Bokuro. Because of that, even though she does know that Bokuro is going to use a right hook, she's not fast enough to defend or get to there before she uses a right hook. So, and Bokuro knows that, so that's the reason why he actually will live. He doesn't forget, Bokuro is a smart guy, and he does know. Majority of the people in his class do know now that he mostly starts with his right hook, thanks also to Midori revealing that subject as well. Because of that, he also knows that if he gets against someone else, I take it he would think first before he decides to attack with his right hook. You feel like, when I should attack with it, or should I attack with that first, or, all that. He will figure about if he uses right hook. Now, of course, with Uruka case, he can, because he knows he's got more faster reaction speed and more fast time than she does. But she does put that into the account. Like, Uruka does put it into account, because what she plans on doing, she stayed low. Although she tried to attack and tried to touch Bokuro, she stayed low. Even though she's going to end up taking the blows from Bokuro, the reason why she stayed low, because problem about explosions is it destroys things, including the ground. And if Boku was attacking her while she's low, near to the ground, the explosions, of course, hit the ground. That means big chunks of rubble of the ground will, its rocks will start to emerge, like start to be created. And because of that, amongst those explosions, amongst the smoke screens, she's been touching those broken rebels of rocks of the field, and when she feels it was the right time, she starts to bring down a meteor shower of those rebels of rocks of the field to attack Bokuro from mid-air. And that's when she feel like, I'm about attacking, because he needs to focus either blocking me or blocking the meteor shower. But the thing is, I think what makes this a miscalculation in our part is that, don't forget, Bokuro's ability is an explosion. This would work, usually, this still would have worked. This idea still would have worked. If only she would be able to take on the impact of the explosion. Because don't forget, guys, you don't need to be near to the exact explosion to be hit or pushed back by the explosion. You can be easily hit back and pushed back by the earthquake, by the waves from the equation from the waves. Like what's the name for it? The I'm trying to remember the name. What's the name of those waves for the earthquakes and stuff? Well, you know, pretty much the impact, pretty much the wind impact of the bomb, like from the explosion. Like the overall, you might not get the overall burn, you will still get pushed back by the overall impact from the explosion. And because of that, she unfortunately doesn't. And because of that, if you were able to deal with it, you were able to actually keep running even with that impact from the explosion, she could have touched Boku. Like, that would have been a good plan. The only disadvantage is that when Boku decides to use his explosion to destroy all the rebels and stuff, Oroka doesn't actually have the stamina to actually push through the impact of the explosion and got knocked back and pretty much lying on the ground dramatically, and Boku sort of demolished all the rebels, and that means she's left there helpless. But we all know that she's so determined to win, she tries to fight back, but then she starts to notice her body was no longer moving, because originally she was at her limit. She was already at her limit, and she couldn't really go longer anymore, and she starts to pass out. But she keeps on crawling on the ground, while her face just shows that she can't fight anymore. She is unable to fight anymore. Like, she was very determined so she can get to the fight, able to be with her friends, also to show that to her parents that she can be a hero. She can make them go to Hawaii, and in the end, it was concluded that she lost and Boku wins because she was just too damaged to be able to continue, and she got sent, of course, to Recovery Girl to recover at the end of the match. Now, after Deku got, so I keep calling Deku, you know his name as well, but when Midori gets to the waiting room before his match, he goes and sees Oroka, see how she's doing. She tries to act all gang-ho and happy-go-lucky, said, I lost, I didn't make it. Like, she tries to be happy-go-lucky so she doesn't, like, make Midori feel sad. Like, even though Midori does know that, that she is just acting, he just play through it because he doesn't want to see her upset. He doesn't want to see her upset, so he just plays along, even though he does know she was feeling so frustrated. And once her father calls on the phone, like, she picks up after Midori left, because she rang the first time, but she was talking to Midori. She had to not answer at that time. Then after Midori left, she rang her father, and of course they started an emotional talk. That he was proud of her, how far she went, how close the match was. And she felt like she wasn't close, but his father was cheering her up, and pretty much trying to make, you don't have to hide your feelings, you cry as much as you want, and yeah, pretty much. And now, at the end of the episode, like, near the last few minutes of the episode, first up, Midori walks in onto Tucker, man, you know my name, names, but Invasion, I think that is his name, but, you know, Todoroki's, father, pretty much, Todoroki's father, the Bastard Flame guy, like, second place hero, he pretty much, he sort of, you could say, he doesn't fret, but he sort of somewhat frets Midori. Like, he didn't, like, fret, but, you know, he sort of fret Midori that my son is going to win, and your ability, and also he says, your abilities are similar to All Might's, and it makes, well, that's why you know, because he's the second hero, so he definitely knows that how powerful All Might is, and how Midori's ability looks exactly like All Might's, which of course is the case, but, it pretty much, what Midori says at the end, he said, Todoroki is not you, and I'm not All Might. He pretty much says that we're our own being, and we're gonna fight as ourselves, and and we now know the second match, the first match of the second round is Midori versus Takeru, and oh my god, I can't wait for the next episode, because that episode is going to be awesome. Midori versus Takeru, Ice Flame Boy versus All For One, all-powerful strength, one bash dude, man, fight. I can't wait. Pretty much the successor of All Might versus the successor of Invasion. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. Like, I've got to say, I can't wait for that next episode, but I've got to say, the overall episode, I enjoyed it. The chance to see character event from Uraraka, emotional, animation quality, oh my god, the animation looks so good. Especially the fights, like the explosion, oh my god, that looks so good. And yeah, and really there's nothing else I can say about this episode. Anyway guys, that was my episode review on, my anime review of Boku no Hero Academia Season 2 Episode 9, guys. Or My Hero Academia Season 2 Episode 9. Hope you guys like it. Come chat fans today. If you guys want some mail, description down below. Match that, and yeah. Hope you guys like it. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. Wow.